Congratulations to your graduating senior. The Northeast ISD Board of Trustees, Superintendent of Schools, executive staff, and your campus administrators have been hard at work making preparations to ensure that your child's ceremony is inclusive, efficient, and above all, memorable. This achievement represents both the culmination of 4 years of dedication and the start of new adventures. So that you can plan proactively for this special occasion honoring your graduate, please be aware of the following important reminders and expectations as they pertain to graduation preparations and to the ceremony itself. All graduation ceremonies are conducted at the Freeman Coliseum, located at 3201 East Houston, 78219. Vehicles will enter through the West Gate, Gate A, and park in lot number 9. The parking fee is $10, payable only in cash. $7 pre-sale parking tickets will be available in the main office for a limited time. Please monitor traffic closely for any construction delays or road closures. The Coliseum opens to the public 2 hours prior to the graduation start time. Temperatures can of course be extreme at this time of year, so if you do arrive before the doors open, note that there's no air-conditioned area in which to wait, particularly if young children or elderly family members have accompanied you to honor your graduate. Plan to bring sufficient water and note that there are no outdoor restrooms. In order to respect all attendees and ensure that each proud family member can access the ceremony, remember that graduation tickets are not issued and saving seats is not permitted. In prior years, so many families have opted to share this special occasion that the fire marshal has denied families entry once he or she decides that the Coliseum has reached capacity. Remember that the fire marshal has the sole authority to close the Coliseum, and the district may not intervene. So please plan your arrival time to ensure that you are seated well in advance. Students will be encouraged to take a photo of their approximate seat location during graduation rehearsal so that you can choose your seating area accordingly. To promote the highest possible levels of safety and security, parents and guardians and other guests are prohibited from going backstage or onto the Coliseum floor. A limited number of seats for guests with disabilities are available in designated areas. Only one additional family member may be seated in this area, however, due to space limitations. It's important to us that we comfortably accommodate all of our differently abled guests. As an additional safety precaution, the district will be checking bags for all entrants. Please consider this requirement in factoring your arrival time. In order to provide the most dignified possible ceremony for all participants and ensure that their families can cherish the memory of watching their graduate walk the stage and hearing their name called, air horns, noisemakers, signs, beach balls, balloons, and other items will be confiscated at the door. Attendees will be expected to discard any prohibited items or return them to their personal vehicle prior to being granted entry. Personnel and space limitations will not enable us to mark or hold any item for you. Plan accordingly if you intend to take Uber or other public transportation to the Coliseum. For your convenience, there's a dedicated photo-taking area immediately adjacent to the right side of the stage, although these spaces may not be reserved and outlets are not available. So that every family member who wishes to do so can photograph their graduate, please move through this area quickly as soon as you've taken that special memento. As an additional courtesy, a commercial photographer will take photos of each graduate. Information regarding purchasing these photos will be provided to students at their respective graduation rehearsals. Families who were unable to attend the graduation itself may view a live stream of the ceremony via a link which will be posted on the NEISD homepage. Students are prohibited from accessing their cell phones while seated on the floor during the ceremony itself. In keeping with the standards of this event, any alteration to the graduation cap and gown itself is not permitted. These items may not be customized or decorated in any way. No cords, medals, sashes, or badges, other than the cords worn by National Honor Society graduates, are permitted. Dress must be appropriate for the event to include neckties for gentlemen. Ladies may want to consider wearing heels of modest height, as they'll be walking up steps and steep ramps to access and exit the stage. Hair must be in a natural color. Campus principals will address additional behavioral standards for crossing the stage at their respective graduation rehearsals, to include prohibiting any poses or hand gestures other than a handshake while accepting the diploma. Please assist your graduate in meeting these expectations so that he or she doesn't jeopardize the opportunity to walk the stage or to rejoin the ceremony on this momentous occasion. In all instances, the principal has the final determination regarding propriety of dress, grooming, and conduct. You can anticipate that the ceremony itself will last approximately 2 hours. Upon conclusion, graduates will conduct an orderly recessional to return backstage. Only NEISD staff and graduates are allowed backstage. You are encouraged to designate an exterior meeting point for your family in advance, as Coliseum workers will begin closing the venue immediately after the end of the ceremony. We appreciate your cooperation in conducting a dignified ceremony honoring our graduates and their accomplishments. Please contact your home campus with any additional questions, and make sure that you have an active email address on file so that you can receive campus-specific updates regarding graduation preparations. We look forward to celebrating this milestone with you.